I'm starting this one already tired. We just got done recording Wednesday's video and I gotta catch my breath a little bit. What's up, YouTube? Mr. Ferguson back once again. Hope you guys are having an awesome Friday. You made it to the weekend. For those that are not at the beach like me, I am at the beach this week and pre-recording this on Saturday before I leave, just so those that aren't aware are made aware. You made it to Friday. Congratulations. I am Mr. Ferguson. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got something that we're actually going to do to the lawn today, this Friday. I just got done on the Wednesday video showing you the mow. I literally just got done completing, and I'm not going to go back over everything I just talked about because I literally just talked about it, but we're not going to do that. Go watch Wednesday's video. I did talk about some personal things, some major things. There's a major announcement in that, at least to me and my family. Go check it out. We're not going to discuss it anymore until there's some more news to share with you guys. But today, what I'm doing before I go to the beach is I just got done mowing this lawn and it's absolutely pristine. I mean, I have never been more thrilled of a lawn in June in my entire life. This is literally historic. We got more rain last night. It was only about 0.19, something like that. It wasn't even a quarter of an inch, but we keep getting these little rainstorms popping up, and I just give God praise. It's just absolutely incredible. I've never had these type of stripes in this region, in North Carolina, in this humidity, 100%, in 90-degree temperatures. You know, we've just recently crossed over to the lower 90s. Today, luckily it's cloudy. It is muggy. I'm sweaty. I mowed. I started around 9 o'clock and took me about an hour and a half, sweating all running down my back. But I just cannot believe, when I come back and watch these videos, I'm never going to say, good Lord, look at that June lawn. I've never had a lawn like that, and that's exactly right. So I'm going to position the camera back over this way, a little bit closer to this spreader over here, because we are going to do an application today. I am actually going to try to ever so slightly darken up the lawn for the reasons I mentioned in Wednesday video. I'm going to make you go watch it. I'm not going to talk about that. I don't want to get off on a rabbit's trail. So over here, let me grab it and put it in the picture behind us. Many of you are familiar with this. Some of you that may be, this is more designed. I do these type videos because this is to try to help people, not only to inform, but to help. And so maybe you're a new person with a fescue lawn in the transition zone. You're like, okay, what should I be doing right now? Well, I always say the same thing. You should be on a lawn care plan, follow a lawn care plan, listen to some professionals or those that have put out successful lawn care plans that are recommended, which I would say anything from Pete Denny, anything from GCI Turf, anything from Lawn Care Nut, I trust. Now, people have different opinions about biostimulants, and we're not going down that road. But this is a Yard Mastery product that we're talking about today. It contains 3% iron. We know that iron can color change our lawn. We also have to be careful about our concrete. We need to blow it off and not get it, staining our concrete, especially me, for the conditions I've talked about. It is called Stress Blend. This is a summer type fertilizer for a reason. It's the analysis is for this type of conditions in this time of the year. There have been absolutely unbelievable pictures come out of people using Stress Blend in the summer. And even though right now I just showed you guys can see behind me, I put nothing down recently. The last thing we did was Ironite, RGS, CK. Before that we did, was it the Stay Green or the Milorganite? Maybe I put a little bit of the Milorganite down. I can't recall, but it definitely was I think it was the Stay Green. After we came out of the Stay Green, we started getting upper temps. We did the Ironite. So yeah, but anyways, but we're going to put this down. If you're unfamiliar with it, just for the new people, it has mixed reviews as far as some people like, well, it's got too much salt in it. Well, you don't need to buy that. I have been impressed by the Yard Mastery flagship. I have been very impressed by the Yard Mastery Stress Blend in the summertime. Also Protein. Protein came out with a 90-day slow release fertilizer. I was very impressed with. It's basically the same thing. This is a 7-0-20, 7% nitrogen, low nitrogen. We're in high heat. You don't want to overdo. You don't want to use something like flagship, in my opinion, in the summertime. Too much nitrogen. You're going to be out there mowing that mess. It's going to be sweaty. It's going to be hot. It's putting additional stress. If the rain cuts off, you're definitely going to be in trouble. Now you got all this nitrogen with no water. Now you got to be watering and you got to be mowing it, and it's just a mess. I don't recommend that. Something something like Stress Blend is going to add 7% nitrogen, lower nitrogen rates. You're going to get a little bit of color, also with the 3% iron, and then 20% potassium, which is supposed to be our stress reliever factor for the plant. It's supposed to help with stress, with hot stress, with cold condition stress, things of that nature to build up. You know, this is a soil thing, so it's in our soil. We want our potassium levels in our soil test to be right so that we have that stress relief factor. So it does have that. It does have nitrogen, 1% ammoniacal nitrogen, 5.7 urea, which will immediately color change your lawn, 0.21 water insoluble nitrogen, soluble potash, 20%, manganese, or magnesium, excuse me, 2%. Sulfur, we have 7%. Iron, we have 0.03 and 0.25. Chelated iron, 0.25%. Manganese, which doesn't really matter. Zinc, don't really matter. Derived from muriated potash, muriated sulfate of potash. I was seeing if it said coated urea, ammonium sulfate, biosolids, urea, iron secrete, I guess, manganese sulfate, iron, zinc, controlled release nitrogen from polymer coated urea. So there is a coating on the urea that over time will release it. So some of that urea may not immediately color change. The iron might, the chelated iron might. So I like this. I've put it down. The Bionite, which is the biosolids that he talks about, he puts in his fert. There's a shine that can come to your stripes, and I would challenge you to try it out at least. This is a bag that only covers 6,000 square feet. You guys that have been around know my lawn is about 8,200 square feet. So I'm fine with that. It is not enough, if you will, for 3 pounds, but I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to go heavy. I just found this the other day in my shed, and while I have a full bag of Milorganite, while I have a 3/4 of a bag of 4400, the 4400 is way too much to even play around with. I don't want to be out here sweating my butt off mowing with a straight urea product. It's not the time of season for me in my location. The Milorganite is $21 a bag now at Home Depot. I only have one. It wouldn't cover the entire, so stretching that one over the entire lawn, not really. I mean, that'd just be kind of a waste. I'd rather do at least 2 or 2.5 bags to do it properly, to give it enough, doing those calculations enough in to make a difference. I don't want to spread one evenly. That's not enough at all. It only covers 2,500 square feet, so that's a little too low. And so I have the Stress Blend. It covers 6,000 square feet with 7% nitrogen. I'm good with that. And so we're just going to spread that evenly. And then while, like today, we have a 70% chance of storms again today, so it may get watered in. I know the bag says we need 1/4 inch. I'm not worried about it immediately being taken up if it doesn't get watered in, and it rots away, and it's fine because I found this bag in my shed, didn't even know I had it. But I wanted to talk about it. We'll have a bag of Stress Blend in the description, the link to that. They do make bigger bags which cover, I think, 15,000 square feet. This is the smaller one. I've also considered doing my favorite product, which is in the shed, which is 700 Green Effect with 6% iron. I am very close to doing that one, but I just don't feel like getting the backpack sprayer out after just mowing and walking all over the lawn and doing that. Yes, I know I have to move the spreader all over the lawn and mess up my beautiful mow, but I just don't feel like dealing with the weight of I just don't want to spray today. That's just basically it. So I'm going to use this Stress Blend and do the granular way, try to set it low and do it and just spread it evenly the best I can, mainly in the front, mainly in this side yard, because that's what, you know, with what I'm trying to do with my property here and put it on the market, I want this much of my lawn, the front and the left side of the house, to look the best, obviously, but I'm not going to neglect the back and the side either. We want it all to look uniform. So, but you get what I'm trying to say. So with all of that said, I'm going to go about doing that. And like I said, I'm wore out already making this video for Friday. So that's what I'm about to do. I just wanted to make you guys aware. You guys have seen me pour it in and Mr. Ferguson going back and forth. I'm not going to do that. I don't do that a lot. I apologize. I just wanted to let you know I'm about to do it off camera right now. The more important video will come out when I return. I hope this is not a mistake. I hope the rain keeps coming. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. If we get tons of rain, and adding this now could cause a bunch of growth. I did cut my mow down. I failed to mention this last video. I did cut this at 3 inches. I don't think I've ever done that in June. And I did that only because I'm going on vacation. I could have probably went down to 2.75 inches on the Honda mower. 2.5, I think, is actually what it goes down to. Too nervous to do that. So we did 3 inches. So I'm hoping when I get back, depending on how much rain we get, depending if this gets watered in, What's it going to be? Are we going to have 4.5 inch grass? Is this going to be a mistake? I hope it's not. I'm trying to prepare for pictures for listing our house and people walking by the house. So that's the goal. Wanted to mention that. So please leave your comments below if you're interested in trying out Stress Blend. I can't highly recommend it enough, and you'll be able to see, does this thing make a difference? Check out Wednesday's video of the mow I just did and check out how beautiful the lawn is. I truly in my heart believe Stress Blend will only make our lawn look better, that these stripes are going to pop. If we keep getting the rain, it's going to look unbelievably awesome. So my GoPro overheated and shut off. So I'm outside the door here drinking a Gatorade. But just to finish off this video, I'm going to go spread this, come back Monday, 7 a.m. We'll have the Monday video where we're going to evaluate, did the Stress Blend make the lawn look better, worse? Did we get rain? I'm always interested to roll up in my lawn, and I like filming when I come down the driveway from vacation. What am I going to see? What's my lawn going to look like? So tune in Monday for that, or excuse me, tune in probably Wednesday, because we're actually coming back on Sunday. So technically it may be Wednesday before I get that out after today. So God bless you. Let me go throw this down, and I'll be curious to see what happens next week myself. God bless you. Sorry for the weird ending. We'll see you next time. All right.